Hi there, I'm Caragio, and I am here today with Roz Corpuz from the Studio Los Gatos, and I'm so excited to have her. Welcome.
Thank you.
Where are you originally from?
I'm actually originally from the East Bay, Oakland, California.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What made you move here?
The weather. The weather is just the best here. This is my ideal weather.
I know. I grew up in Santa Cruz, so I'm like 70 degrees, like no hotter, please. What made you decide to open this business?
It was a natural progression. It kind of was the next step. It was never something that I super really wanted to do. I was working at places that I loved, but it wasn't my place, and I wanted to create a space that I loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then how many chairs did you say you had?
We have 18 chairs and 21 stylists.
Amazing. And then do you have any open availability for anybody?
As of right now, we do not.
Okay.
But hopefully in the future,
How did you get started?
in the hair industry,
Mm-hmm.
I've actually always been a hairdresser. Like
Yeah.
since the day I walked out of the room. Like I have always been a hairdresser. I used to cut my own hair. I used to cut my sister's hair. I used to cut all my doll's hair. But my parents were immigrants from the Philippines, and they were like, "You're gonna be a nurse." Had so many heated arguments with them about whether or not I was going to be in the beauty industry. And one day I just went to go tour a school and didn't tell them. And by the end of the interview, I was signing up, and they had no choice.
I bet they love it now, though.
Oh, now my mom's like, "Can you do my friend's hair?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "No, mother, I cannot do your friend's hair."
She's like, for a discount, you're like, remember when
Yeah.
you didn't want me to do it?
Yes,
So it's going to be full price.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
What motivates you?
I think mostly is the fact that my parents didn't want me to be a hairdresser. They didn't want me to be a hairdresser. Their biggest concern was, you're not going to make any money. You're not going to be able to. Who's going to take care of us when we're older? And I gotta be able to take care of them when they're older. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. My sister's a hairstylist, and I feel like she makes more money than like I'm making in real estate right now. And I'm just like, this is crazy.
Well, and I think a lot of it was because my parents only knew one side of the beauty industry in Silicon Valley, where everybody's in tech and they make a good living. Why can't we?
And you're
You know
also
what I
in
mean?
Los Gatos too. I
Yeah.
feel like that helps. What was it like your first year being open?
We bought this salon 4 months before the shutdown. So a lot of our first year was crazy.
How did you come up with the name?
We came up with the name because, like I said before, it was called Studio B, which was like homage to her last name, her husband's last name. On with new hairdressers, new company, because it wasn't. I was new, but same team, and we wanted it to be very similar so that clients wouldn't think that, their stylists had left or something.
Yeah, it seems like very like modern and just like really clean and just very professional. What would you say customers love about your business most?
A space where people feel super welcomed by every single person that works there. We really wanted to create a space where everybody is just super, super friendly and super welcoming, so that clients are not intimidated when they come in.
Yeah, you all are so welcoming. Like my sister just recently got her hair done here, like about a month ago.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know her name of her stylist. I was like thinking I should probably ask her that since I'm going, but she loved it. Because I feel like she's so picky as a stylist as well.
Yeah.
And do you notice any significant changes since you opened your business?
Besides all the COVID protocols and things like that, I am very new to Los Gatos, so it's not like I would notice anything significant. One thing that I have noticed that is actually really positive is all these restaurants, while they did go through hell during COVID, now they all have these really great outdoor seating.
I know, and
It's
they're here to
awesome.
stay, I heard.
Yeah, they're all like
they got grants, like, and they
Yeah.
applied for a grant, and so the parklets are just gonna be there forever. So
It's
like that's
perfect.
such a bonus.
It's perfect.
Following up on that, what are your top favorite restaurants to go to in the area?
I would say definitely right across the street, Zona Rosa and Centonove. Love Sidecar.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah,
Vibe in
love
there.
Sidecar. Oh my god, so much fun there. Though I would say those three are my favorites, but we're regulars at all of the restaurants, like within walking distance.
Do you go to Los Gatos Soda Works?
Yes. Oh, we
Jason's
love.
cocktails are insane.
We love their cocktails, and they're
What advice would you give somebody starting a business like yours?
my biggest piece of advice is if you are a hairdresser, like I'm not super business minded. I'm so grateful that I have my boyfriend that does the payroll and the insurance and talking to the vendors and all of the business aspect, because if you're a fully booked stylist that works a regular, our days are normally 8 to 10 hours on average. That's a lot of work. If you are managing 21 stylists and doing your books and replying to messages, there's just no way that all those other business things that you are not familiar with and you don't have time for. So having a business partner that is smart in business, and you could be kind of the
Still stay
the
as a
hair-
stylist?
Yeah, the hair part and the business part, I would not be able to do it without it.
And how to handle like unprofessional clients
Yeah.
and just everything about it, marketing. And
Mhm.
I was like, why don't they teach this in beauty school?
No.
Because I feel like it's so hard getting started. But
It's kind of like, it's so unfortunate because there are so many extremely talented people in our industry, you know, like how to properly write things off or how to properly categorize things or
yeah,
or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that is something that is super lacking in this industry that, you know, again, like I said, I'm so lucky that I have him because I don't know if this would be what it is without him. It wouldn't.
Yeah.
I know it wouldn't.
I feel like that could be a takeaway for you, or like people could offer, you know, like classes on like how to get started in your business, like as a
Yeah.
newer stylist or wanting to open up a salon or whatever. That could be something you do, just like source clientele and referrals.
Seriously.
Or like recommends like classes that are like on that, you know,
Yeah.
just so you kind of get like a solid background in business, because at the end of the day you have to run it like a business.
Hi, Bella. Yeah, exactly.
If you were stranded on a desert island and you could only take 2 products with you, what would they be?
Definitely Super Shine. Super Shine Moisture Cream by Orbe. It gives moisture, it defrizzes, it gives you UVA, UVB protection. Just the benefits are crazy. And also some dry shampoo
I was
because
just gonna say, I would have led with dry shampoo,
Yeah.
but I do like that you pointed out that it has like UV protection and that kind of stuff, because I feel like that's also people that aren't knowledgeable about hair and they just like cut hair and they don't inform their clients on like how to protect it. Like I know I do that with skin,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I love stylists that are actually knowledgeable about like all the aspects of
Yes.
protecting it and just making it as healthy as possible.
Well, and that's actually, I led with that product because that is the one product that if you're my client, you have to have it. There's no choice. You have no choice to see the benefits instantly.
Yeah.
Over time, your hair will be so much healthier, so much better, so much stronger. That it's just not a choice. You know, it's kind of like you don't put your makeup on without putting moisturizer on first. You don't go into the sun without putting sunblock on first. You can't do anything as my client with
Yeah.
your hair if you don't have this.
Yeah. Well, I also think that's important to like tell them like, hey, you're a walking portfolio for me, so I just
Yeah.
want you to showcase it in the best form.
Yeah.
I do that with my permanent makeup. I'm like, you need to do this
Yeah, you
aftercare
have to.
treatment or it's not gonna retain.
Yes.
And also like I can't have you looking like all like
Right.
like if you pick out your scab and
Yeah.
it goes away, like please don't tell them it was done by me.
Yeah, like I hear that you don't do a lot of people say like I don't do much to my hair. Oh, I don't really. Yeah, I get that, but you still need this.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're my client, you gotta have it no matter what. I don't care like, oh, I'm just gonna put leave-in or reply.
Mandatory.
Yes.
Non-negotiable.
Yes, exactly.
If a young person asked you for advice on how to live their life, what would you say?
Do what makes you happy.
I love that. I love that. What do you want to do when you retire?
I don't know if I'll ever fully retire. I think that if I pull away from doing hair, I mean, there's always going to be like those handful of clients that if you're not doing their hair and catching up with them every couple of weeks, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Like there are some clients that like I have to, or 6 months, like I have to see you at least,
Yeah.
you know, for a few times throughout the year. And I think that if I stop doing hair completely, I'll at least, you know, open other salons. I still want to, I feel like I need it. So, fully retire from hair, I don't know, but maybe stop doing clients but own businesses.
Yeah. Just take a step
yeah.
into the business role.
Yeah. I always want to, you know, I walked out of the womb in the industry and I'll die in the industry.
I wish. Do you have photos of you cutting hair like with the Barbie dolls?
Oh, I have photos of
Please
myself
send
with
those
like
to me.
like the baby bangs that I gave myself with my safety scissors.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
It
you
was a
for
pleasure
having
talking
me.
to you, and I
Yes.
can't wait to refer everybody to the Studio Los Gatos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks